What's up, LHS? Jacinda here. Welcome back to Uncultured with Jacinda. Today we are back in my bedroom. So, as most of you know, February is Black History Month. And so, in honor of this month, I'm going to talk about a few people that are super important to Black cultures. And keep in mind, these are ones that aren't as popularly known. First up, we have Thurgood Marshall. He was the first ever Black Supreme Court Justice. He was born January 2nd, 1908 in Baltimore, and prior to becoming the first Black Supreme Court Justice, he successfully argued multiple points on the Brown versus Board of Education case, which basically is the reason that we don't have segregation in schools anymore. So whoopee to that, right? He was appointed by JFK to the United States Court of Appeals for the Second Circuit. And then 4 years later, President Lyndon B. Johnson appointed him as the United States Solicitor General. He retired during George H.W. Bush's presidency and was succeeded by Clarence Thomas, and he died of heart failure, unfortunately, in 1993. The second person that we're going to talk about is Hank Aaron. So Hank Aaron was one of the greatest baseball players of all time. He was also known as the Hammer or Hammer and Hank. He was a right fielder, and he played for the Indianapolis Clowns, which was the Negro League, in 1952, and then moved to the MLB and played on the Atlanta Braves and the Milwaukee Brewers from 1954 to 1976. Over his 23-season career, he hit 755 home runs, 3,771 hits, and he even received death threats because he broke Babe Ruth's record. On April 8th, 1974, over 53,000 people came to the game to see if he would be able to break Ruth's record, and he did. He passed away this year on January 22nd. So the third person we're going to talk about is Langston Hughes. He was a major writer. Like, he definitely went down in the books, okay? And he was the leader of the Harlem Renaissance, which was the intellectual and cultural, revival of African-American music, dance, art, fashion, literature, theater, and politics. All of that, and it took place in Harlem and Manhattan, New York. He was born February 1st, 1902 in Missouri, and until he was 13, he was raised by his grandma in Kansas. He wrote more than just poetry, although he is known for being an amazing poet. And he actually did, many genres of writing. Some people called him a low-rate poet, but most of those people that called him that were just racist, and it was hard for them to see a Black man doing so well in that type of workplace, I guess you could say, that kind of area of expertise. But he knew what he was doing, and he unfortunately passed away from prostate cancer in 1967. The fourth and last person I'm going to talk about for today is Arthur Ashe. So he was the first Black person to win a Grand Slam title, but not only did he just win one, he won three. He was born July 10th, 1943 in Richmond, Virginia. He had 18 career titles, and 14 were Grand Prix and WCT titles. And he passed away in 1993 from a heart attack, but now there is a stadium in Queens dedicated to him called the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Thanks for watching, and I'll see all of you next time. Bye!
Such a terrible event that happened in Wyoming. I think after that news introduction, we really need to lighten our spirits a little bit. Now let's go to Carrie. Carrie with the weather.
Okay, thank you, Aiden. We're out here in Lakedale. Beautiful snowy weather we have going on here. As you know, Lowell got a lot of snow in the past few days. Roads are very icy, so please be careful if you are a student driver. Snowy weather like this does remind me of when I was a young boy, and my dad used to tell me a joke. I actually have it written down here somewhere. Why did Frosty the Snowman want to divorce his wife?
Gee, why did Frosty want to divorce his wife?
He thought she was a little flaky. But Wait, where'd Charlie go?
Today I'm going to be painting my mirror. I'm going to insert some inspiration pictures right now. Let's get straight into it.
Picture it all, call and update it. Oh, picture we all see. Oh no, do you know? Oh, but no one was there, so no one should touch you. But oh, no one was there, so no one touched you. Oh no, do you know? Hope, why do I have hope? Why do I lose hope? Oh, why do I just as you know it's got to go now, but somehow know it's wrong. Just as you're back, picking it up and it turns around. Like long ago. Oh, why do I have hope? Why do I lose hope? Oh, why do I hope?
You goofed up, kid.
Sorry for that issue we had earlier. We hired a new intern recently, and he's not that good at the technology. No offense if he's watching this. No offense. So now let's go on to Carrie with the actual weather report.
Gee, I really appreciate your optimism there, and seeing as I'm an intern. So as you can see from the weather right now, it's gonna get a little rainy here. I'm so fired after this. Okay, so now on to the weather. You press
The green button.
Oh no, I don't know how they got there. Commercial.
Hi everyone, today I'm going to be doing a show review over all the TV shows that I've been watching over this quarantine. The first show that I've been watching was Shameless, and I actually started the show a really long time ago. I watched all the seasons probably when I was in like 7th grade, and then I just now picked up like the last 2 most recent seasons, and I thought they were really good, and I really liked that they got rid of the main character Fiona because I wasn't really a big fan of her, and I think getting rid of her did a lot for the show, and it made the show a lot better because it was more of a different cast. And the second show I've been watching is Grace and Frankie. And I don't really know much about this show because I've really just started it. I only watched like 2 episodes of it. But I thought the show was really funny, and I really liked the characters that they picked for the show, and I really liked how they made the characters look for the show because it gave it a really like realistic feel.
I have come here to fight you!
You're in no shape to fight. It's over. Evil wins.
Hello guys, today I'll be reviewing the Ninjago Overlord Dragon from the Ninjago Legacy line. This set comes with two minifigures, Lloyd and Overlord. Let's take a look at them. First, we have Lloyd in his golden ninja outfit. As you can see, he has some cool dragon printing on the front. And on the back, he has a place to hold his sword. Next is the Overlord. Here, the Overlord has a ghost piece for his legs, and he has a helmet and armor on. His chest plate is the golden armor. And at his back, you can see his spine for the back, and then in the back of his head, he's a little swirl. This set here retails for around $30 and has a piece count of 372 pieces. This dragon has two posable rings that are on a ball joint. He has a free moving tail, which is, in my opinion, the least best part about this set. If you look very closely, right there is a spot where you can place the Overlord minifigure. For this set, if you take a look at the his chest area, you can see that he's also wearing the again for the set, the armor of the Golden Master. This set is an amazing collection to collectors, since the episode where the Overlord aired was all the way back in 2012, and they just came out with the set 10 years later to celebrate 10 years of Ninjago. If you had the Legacy Lloyd Golden Dragon and the Overlord Dragon, then you can reimagine the final battle between good and evil.
You can't defeat me. Where there is light, there will always be shadow.
Unless my light is bright enough.
I 10 Golden Ninja just because it's an amazing set. That's all for this review, and I'll see you next time.
So, we're all getting up there in age. And what I mean by that is, basically we're going to start thinking about moving out, what it's going to look like, and how we're going to save for it. And so I just want to give you some tips before you guys start moving out, so it's easier to save over time. And that way you don't end up bulk buying things whenever you first move into an apartment or a house. And let me show you what I mean by that. So, over the 2 past years, I have been somewhat buying as I go. And so essentially I would go to like thrift stores or find good deals. And then some things that you want to try and buy, like not from any Goodwill or thrift store, would be pots and pans, unless they're not scratched and you can't see any of like the paint coming up, so that way it doesn't get into your food. I actually went to the thrift store whenever I went to Target to buy this set right here of pots and pans, and I found 2 identical pans to this set, and I got it for like $12 off compared to the value. And so I've just been, over the year, just finding really good like products to just have for overall general cooking and house essentials. I would try and avoid some like small appliances like a coffee maker, a toaster, just because you want them to last in the long run. Unless you can really find someone that you know and definitely say that there are no problems, I would definitely buy new just so it lasts longer on your end. But overall, you can find a lot of stuff at Goodwill, like hand towels, blankets, pillows. Ross is really good about their pricing, and so it's really good if you want to try and buy some brand new stuff to put in like your hope chest. That's what I call it. And that's pretty much it. I hope you guys take this into heart and really think about what you're spending your money on and how you can save for your future, essentially. So thank you guys.
So Bad Taste is a sort of action comedy movie released in 1987. It was Peter Jackson's first movie, the same Peter Jackson who went on to make Lord of the Rings and like a million other movies. So we start off in a small town in New Zealand, which has been taken over by aliens who disguise themselves as humans in blue shirts. The government has no choice but to send in their best agents to investigate. The Boys. The Boys consists of 4 members: Derek, Barry, Frank, and Ozzy. We follow the boys as they discover the alien stronghold, infiltrate a meeting, and save a hostage. On their way out of the house, they're attacked by aliens, which dissolves into an all-out gunfight between the 2 parties, which lasts for the entire second half of the movie. This movie is nothing but fun, really. It's a little gory, but, you know, it's 1987 low-budget gory. But the movie fulfills what it sets out to be. Just a fun, stupid movie about 4 guys killing aliens in crazy ways, and it's fun, it's entertaining, really. It starts off a little slow, but towards the second half of the movie, it picks up a lot. If you plan on watching this movie, I seriously recommend you do it with friends, because it's a lot more fun when you have people to mess around with while, you know, there's ridiculous things happening on screen. You know, I know I had a great time watching it with my boys. Man. But I think that's enough of me talking. Let's go hear what Nathan has to say about the movie.
All in all, I give the movie a big 9 out of 10. Maybe even a 10. I don't know.
Wow, thanks, Nathan. I would also give this movie a 9 out of 10 because it was really fun, and it's a good movie, and I think you should watch it. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Bye.
What's up, guys? This is going to be the first installment of Nathan's Fridge Review. Today, we've got some old Buffalo Wild Wings, Desert Heat bone-out wings. These were purchased, I believe, on Tuesday, so they're 2 days old right now as of filming. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna eat 2 of them, then I'm gonna give you guys a review. All right, and these are Desert Heat, so they're like ridiculously spicy. So yeah, let's get right into it. Oh god. Oh. This is. You know, I'm always down for some good fresh B-dubs chicken. Desert Heat, it's my favorite. But when it's microwaved, you lose some of, like, the texture, it becomes hard. You can't really bite into it. It's just not very good, right? Like, I buy normal chicken and eat it there, and it just kind of pulls apart, melts away. It's beautiful, it's perfect. It's like a symphony, like a burning, fiery symphony erupting inside of my mouth, and I like that a lot compared to what I just ate. So yeah, overall, I'm gonna rate these out of 10. I honestly have to give them a 2. I would not ever warm up B-dubs chicken again. It's just not good, but hey, it's a fridge review. What can you expect, right? Alright guys, well, I'll catch you next time I review something out of my fridge or freezer. But for now, that's peace out. Catch you next time, dweebs.
Colton Qualley, and I will be doing a new series that we will be doing specifically for the Super Bowl this year. It is going to be called Tale of the Tape, as me and my colleague Jackson Skinner will be discussing each of the champions from the AFC and the NFC side of the league getting prepared for the Super Bowl this Sunday. I will be covering the NFC champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers, while he will be covering the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs. So, the tale of the tape for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Offensively, they're top 5 in the league. Defensively, they're top 5 in the league. Starting off with the offense, obviously they have 6-time champion Tom Brady, who had a great season, age 43, but he's not the only one on offense. Pro Bowl wide receivers Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are a tandem that no one wants to go against. And I think they have the best pro football offensive line right now, with headlined by rookie tackle Tristan Wirfs. They have a great running back duo in Leonard Fournette. He came from Jacksonville, and then Ronald Jones in his second year. They also have Gronk, which traded for in free agency from New England. But that's not all. You go to the defensive side of the ball, they're also top 5. Starting with the linebackers, probably the strongest part of their team, Devin White, who has had a great breakout second year. And then obviously veteran linebacker Levante David is always a great run stuffer and is good in pass coverage. And then if you look at the back end, Antoine Winfield Jr. is making a case for Rookie of the Year as his first year starting safety. You look at the 2 corner positions, you have Carlton Davis and Sean Murphy-Bunting, both I think over 5 interceptions. And then they're number 1, I think, stopping the run in the league, with stout run stuffers Ndamukong Suh and Vita Vea coming back from October. And then you look at the pass rush, they have Shaquille Barrett and Jason Pierre-Paul, who combined for 5 sacks against Aaron Rodgers in a top 3 offensive line in the NFC Championship game. I think this poses a really tough matchup for the Chiefs, seeing that they're without 2 of their starting offensive linemen, and I think it's going to be really tough. Personally, if I were to make a Super Bowl prediction, I have the Buccaneers 31-28. This has been Tale of the Tape. Colton Qualley signing off.
We here at RDN Studios greatly and deeply apologize for that recent incident. And we hope such a thing never happens again. So for the last time, we hope, let's go to Carrie with the weather.
Alright guys, very much apologies to the viewers at home. I'm not allowed to mess up anymore. Everyone has pitchforks and knives behind the camera. Everyone's so mad. I'm sorry. I'm only human. So here's the actual weather this time. So, eeny, meeny, miny, mo. This isn't the weather.
Get out! Get out! Out! We'll get you an Uber. Take the next door to the right. Get out of here. We don't want you here anymore. I'm sorry, the viewers at home. We have a very bad intern. I don't know how he got hired here. None of us know. We've been talking about this. Now I'll be taking over the weather for right now until we can get an actual weatherman. A guy who knows what he's doing, and it's not just an 18-year-old we hired.